Hello, I'm Callie Valderas. I'm a patient of Dr. Antonetti's. I am a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year. It was May 16th, 2018. The cancer was detected with a mammogram. I was doing really good, going every year. And this one year, I just was over just a few months, not too much, and they identified some differences. When I received the news of the breast cancer, I was incredibly shocked. Of course, no one expects to be told the cancer word, but it was very emotional time for me. My treatment process, of course, as you know, it varies per cancer patient. So because of the type cancer I had, I certainly had to undergo chemotherapy, radiation, and of course now, my breast reconstruction. I chose Dr. Antonetti because he was actually referred by Dr. Allison Laidley, who was a breast specialist. But truly, not just so much that I trusted her consult, but I also did my research with the doctors, and all doctors, of course, were recommended. And I was very happy and proud to see just his legacy of the families that are within his family that have done medical practice. Their care for excellence speaks for itself, and I just knew that I was in the best hands. How was the first time meeting Dr. Antonetti? Came in. We talked about some options with me. Of course, at the time, and he was very open. He understood my situation, but also I shared with him what was recommended by my oncologist. Obviously, starting chemo and then, of course, radiation. So he was very clear about what options would be available to me, and especially during the piece with radiation part. He was open and very good about sharing, if we went with one option, what that would look like for me, and then, of course, option B. And honestly, I truly trusted him, and I'm so glad that I leaned on his expertise with that, because I'm so happy with the results of what I have selected. The reconstructive process, just like anything, even though I saw his visits as a silver lining, through going through cancer, is like, okay, this is his part where he is going to, put back, my chest. Of course, I had a bilateral mastectomy and the options of silicone or the flap, but we went with the flap. And at first I was a little scared. Honestly, I think I was more fixated just thinking about how long the process was going to take, the procedure itself or the hospital stay. But what I really didn't realize at the time was, oh my goodness, the results of it, just how natural that option was going to be for me. And so once again, there I am reading things up and just seeing his results. And so honestly, I could not have been happier. I'll never forget waking up from recovery and just kind of looking down and I literally just teared up thinking to myself, wow, my chest feels natural, like the original part of me that I had lost before. So, I can't thank him and the team enough for the care going through that and just caring enough about my well-being. What advice I'd give women going through this process? Well, honestly, there is a lot to consider. I personally, I think, selecting the best team to be a part of your wellness is certainly important. I find myself being a very thorough person and looking at just, reviews and talking to patients and things like that. And you owe it to yourself to select the best team. Is my best advice for you. Dr. Antonetti's among that team for me, and I have seen the results and care for other patients as well. And at the end of the day, give yourself some grace. Love yourself through it, trust, and know that everything will be okay.